Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente yo-yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 747, primarily in a row. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here, honored and humbled that you keep coming back like on a Mamba Monday. Mamba Mondays, as a reminder, are our weekly reminder that you got to just grind it out, right? There are going to be times you want to give up, you want to quit. And again, coming from a guy who's quit on a whole bunch of stuff in his life. But once you come to the realization, like, you got to see things through, right? You never know what's going to happen. You have to see it through to the bitter end. So on a Mamba Monday, it's just a reminder. The date is November the 2nd, 2020. I got work to do, so let's do it. First things first, still a realist. You know what else I am? I'm rigid. I know that I am, right? I've known I've been rigid for a long time. Just very, very rigid. And I'm like, where do I get that from? Then it doesn't take long for me to look at my kids, and I see Jack over there, Mr. on the spectrum, right? And I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure I'm on the spectrum too. And I'm pretty sure I recognize that rigidity out of that kid. And then I think about the people that, I've had run-ins with. It's because, like, my internal detection system says, yeah, they're lying to you, right? No matter what the words that are coming out of their mouth, that's BS, stranger danger, no thank you, right? And I go very rigid very quickly. And it's happened a couple times this year. And while if I had a chance to go back and perhaps soften some of those engagements, some of them I don't think I would, because the only reason they got really rigid was after repetition of me saying, all right, what you say and what you do are two different things, which brings us to our real talk, right? So yeah, I'm rigid. Real talk. And again, these are for me, right? This is me talking to me and sharing it with you, that I need to focus on what's important and remember that no one cares. Just work hard, right? Football, work, life, all of it. It doesn't matter. No one cares about the effort that you put into it until you've proven that you're a winner, and then everybody will celebrate the work. In the meantime, like, hey, maybe you should find something else to work on because you're not very good at that. Seriously, myself included. Nobody cares. Work hard. When I say that, like, look, I know that I got family that watches this. Like, Rob, I care. Like, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you have some empathy. You have love in your heart. Like, man, I wish things were different for him. Everybody else, they don't care. Just show me something. Give me some results. And it's no different for us, right? Like, when I watched the Green Bay Packers yesterday, like, I didn't care how hard they worked. I'm like, well, what is that? You're at home against a team that's 1-5. That's unacceptable. I don't care. Work harder. Give me a better result, right? Just remember, rest of the world, that's how they look at us. Focus on what the task in front of you, what you're responsible for, and remember that nobody cares. Just work harder. It is what it is. All right, thank yous. Number one, God's been good to us in the good times and the bad. Right. Number two, life lessons. I've shared with you all of the conversations in the car with the kids after football practices, after games. All of the conversations I have with my son, with my children. Just imploring the conversations I have at work. Please learn from my mistakes. Right. Let my life lessons be a lesson for you, so that you can bypass the pain and go right to the good stuff. Seriously. Unfortunately, most of us still want to go down our own path and have to learn those life lessons on our own, right? I'm thankful for love, right? When I think about, as I was getting ready to record this, Addison got up this morning, came in, gave me a big old hug, and I thought, man, I could just stay here all day and hug her. But that's not life, right? That's a part of life, but it's not just all there is in life. So, grace. I think about the grace that has been shown to me. I think of, again, just reflecting on the season and all the situations that I probably could have handled better or with more grace. But I didn't, and there's nothing I can do to change that. All I can do is try to make adjustments moving forward and remember how good it feels when I look back on things and recognize how gracious people have been with me, and how good it feels when I know that I've handled the situation gracefully. I'm thankful for football. If you think about, like, if you've ever been through a football season, in Oklahoma or Texas or someplace, that takes it very, very seriously. It's almost religious. It's almost deity. You understand that, going through it. And then when you watch it on TV, you're like, wow, that takes so much work and effort, coordination and buy-in, that it's impressive, right? That's why I love watching the NFL. It's the best of the best, right? And, I gave the example earlier that, as I was watching the Packers game yesterday, I'm like, I don't care how hard you work, right? Like, you get paid millions of dollars to put a better product on the field. You better do better. No one cares. Work harder. I'm thankful for perspective. Again, just thinking about the football season and, even with all the drama, I'm happy that I spent the time with the kids. This is our last week, no matter what happens. Postseason tournament, we're gonna have a game next Saturday, and then it'll just be over next weekend. And so, as I was thinking about the perspective, I was thinking about a couple of years ago, where I was not coaching. I was just walking Jack around the complex there here in Bartlesville because he was tired and angry and all those things. And I was getting frustrated with him. And then I ran into a little boy who was about his age that didn't have any legs. He had prosthetic legs. I'm looking at him and I'm like, man, what his parents would give for him to be able to run around, right? And have to go catch him. Like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, my friends Tree and Illy. Think about it. Just again, you don't have to look far to get some perspective. So the next time I'm feeling sorry for myself, I'm just going to look around and be like, oh yeah, things could be a whole lot different. I'm thankful for art, right? I love art. I love arts. I love what they do to our brain. Look how pretty that is. That's Addison. That's unbelievable. I'm also thankful for Addison's teacher. We'll just call her M squared, Mrs. M. And so there was a situation last week where some boys were bullying Addie around for no reason. And the teacher overheard it. One boy said something mean to her, another one laughed. And she took all three kids aside, and then she told me about it and called me at nighttime and said, hey, I just wanted to share this with you. And she had those boys write Addie a letter and draw her a picture and apologize for their behavior. And you can tell which parents took that seriously and which ones didn't, right? So thank you, M squared. Appreciate you as a teacher. And you know what else I'm thankful for? Today, tomorrow. You got to be thankful for it all. It's universal truths. If you want to be happy, Rob Hoback, it starts with being thankful for what you got. All of it, including the stuff that you don't think you want, because it's only going to make you better. And 2 + 2 is always 4. With that, we're done. Hands up. Peace out. We're better together. Appreciate you stopping by on a Mamba Monday. We'll be back tomorrow on a terrific Tuesday talking about having a positive mental attitude. Deuces. #real talk. Love you guys. Bye.